This is our UEBA, this is our user and entity behavior analytics dashboard. Drilling on down, I've got 10 users who show a higher level of interesting things to look at. Our risk level, user Henry Dave risk level presented here at 98, 1 to 100. So 98's pretty high, pretty up there. So click on the user Henry Dave, scroll on down, and I can see here that when Henry Dave was using a little more data, what data. So he worked in this hour, which was unusual. He has access to 19 projects. User Henry Dave accessed a share drive 38 times. Look at that. It is just absolutely abnormal. So first of all, in short summary, how we determine the peer grouping. The peer grouping functionality is using UMAP and DB scan algorithms to deduce peer groups based upon the entity, based upon the observed data, based upon all aspects we see of the authorizations, authentication of the users, that we can pull out, see the groups they belong to, see all the groups that everyone else belongs to, check the overlaps, the unions, the intersections, determine who looks similar to one another. Then we look at the resources that they access, the databases, the SharePoint sites, file access, and we compare the two. Once we have that, you can see here we can tag out the real outliers. In this case, this is a huge outlier. So just bearing in mind, our UEBA utilizes machine learning to detect abnormal and potentially malicious activities that, in regular SIMs, you just cannot detect this. You just cannot detect this with raw logging. You need something else. This is a dynamic detection capability built into Logpoint. Once again, please section DE6 for a slightly more sort of complete explanation of this.